Champion Life TV. We are so glad that you tuned in today. There's a great message in store, so let's go straight to Pastor Eddie.
This next verse, Ephesians chapter 2, verse 19. Now, therefore, you are no longer strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and the members of the household of God. Notice the language, no longer strangers and citizens. You know, you can become a part of something and still feel a little bit like a stranger. You can be authentically a part of something, but still at times feel like I'm still a little bit of a foreigner. Let me give you an example. Well, let's put it in context. You could be here today and been a part of this church for a few weeks, a few months, maybe even a year or two, and you could still have those moments of feeling like I'm still a stranger and I'm still a foreigner. Well, what does that look like? Well, you know, I've been married 28 years to Tammy Jo here in the front row, and Tammy Jo, and 28 years, 28 wonderful years. But I got to tell you, when I first married her, it felt a little strange. She didn't cook like my mom. She didn't talk like my mom. She was sweet before we were married, then after we were married. She was, now wait a minute, she was still sweet, but it was different. I'll give you an example. After we were married, I would say, honey, how do I look? And she'd go, oh no, you're not going outside like that. And I'm like, what? I'm not going outside like that. She would say, no, you're not wearing that. And I'd say, I've been wearing this for the last 3.5 years of dating. She goes, I know, and I've been waiting until we got married. You're not wearing that anymore. And, you know, I mean, I had my own space, and I owned my own place, and I did things my own way. And now all of a sudden, I'm like, whoa. But here I am. I marry the woman I love, but yet it didn't feel, it felt a little strange. How many of you, now man, don't say amen, don't say anything, but just give me the look. It felt a little strange. And I got to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they're messing with your toothpaste, and you put it where you always put it, and now you go back and it's gone. It's in a drawer. Why would you do that? I'm going to put it back on in an hour or two. Why put it away between now and then? I didn't mean to cause marriage problems today. But what am I saying? God is creating a people out of us. And it's not to say that it will not feel, just because you feel a little strange, just because example, you could have been here this morning during worship and you're like, you know, Pastor, I think worship's kind of fun, but you know, the person beside me had their hand in the air, and I just don't know that seems a little strange. Pastor, Mark got up there and did the offering today, and my last church, we put it in a little thing in the back, and it feels a little strange. Pastor, the special in my last church, they sang, Kumbaya, and Howard's up there singing Fu Manchu. That's a little strange. I'm assuming Fu Manchu is a horse or a bull. What am I trying to say? How many of you know just because I felt a little strange in a new developing season of my life did not mean it was wrong. And it didn't mean she was doing anything wrong or that I was doing anything wrong. We're becoming something. Everybody say becoming something. We're becoming something together.